As a kid, I never liked to read. It was always something I thought was boring and I could care less about. In this video, I will be discussing how my literacy journey with reading went from something I couldn't stand to becoming what I enjoyed to do in my free time. My name is Bernice. I'm being interviewed by Nishant.
What do you remember of your first memory reading?
My first memory of reading, I was in elementary school, and I remember my oldest brother was always reading books from as long as I can remember. It would be any type of book, but he would always have a book in his hands. And I remember asking him why he wouldn't stop reading, and then he just basically explained to me that you just have to read a good book. And he ended up showing me a series of Junie B. Jones. And then once I saw those books and actually decided to pick one up and read, I remember I just didn't want to stop reading. My oldest brother Jesse influenced my reading most. He was constantly reading for as long as I can remember. As a kid, my curiosity brought me to wonder what he thought was so great about it. His response really had me rethink my view on the subject and whether or not I should just pick up a book and read.
Do you remember your favorite book from your childhood?
Yeah, I remember it was Junie B. Jones and Her Big Fat Mouth. That was from when my brother brought out the books. There was a few different series. It was a series, and there was a few different books that he had that he already read when he first started reading. And I remember that book especially because of the title. I thought it was funny, and I thought that's how my brother always saw me, because he'd always tell me stuff like that. After reading my first Junie B. Jones book, it sparked something with reading I would have never imagined. Finishing the Junie B. Jones book in one night made me feel so accomplished, and I was hooked. I wanted to know what else Junie B. Jones was going to be up to. During my interview, my partner asked,
What about that specific book made you like it?
Which brought me back to when I was a kid. I was always read fairy tale books that always had a typical happy ending, but I never enjoyed them too much. In reality, I knew there was never a real happy ending. Nothing's ever going to be that perfect. That's why I was so drawn to the Junie B. Jones series. It was real. I was a kid around her age, in school as well, and probably the same attitude as her at the time. When my partner asked why I like Junie B. Jones, I couldn't think of any better answer than because I could relate to it. I feel like Junie B. Jones was a kid just like me at the time, so I know what she was talking about. Little kids, everyone always thinks that we talk too much or we say the wrong thing at the wrong time, so it's I knew what she was going through, basically. Literacy in people's lives is something that will never go away. Deciding to give reading another try was the right decision. I found a good book like my brother had said, and I didn't want to stop reading. The Junie B. Jones series helped me to see that reading wasn't so bad, allowing me to decide to read more books and grow as a reader. So no matter how much I hated to read as a child, I knew I could either give it another try or choose to fail. Nobody wants to be a failure. That's why it's important, especially in school, no matter how much you feel like you want to give up, just to keep trying. And that to know in the end everything's gonna be worth it. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my audio essence essay.